Yo, do you realize that you gotta disturb the peace to get your peace? You gotta disturb the peace to get your peace. And what I mean by that is, when you tell your truth, sometimes it may hurt. Sometimes the truth does hurt. But when you keep holding it in, baby, that shit is building all up inside of you. Building up resentment. Building up anger. Building up anger, frustration, all those heavy feelings. That's building up within your body. Getting trapped within your body when you don't speak your truth. And when you hold it in because you're trying not to disturb the peace. And sometimes when you speak your truth, it's true when they say, you can't handle the truth. Well, you can't handle the truth. And shit, sometimes that is true. Sometimes it is true that you can't handle the truth per se, but it's not that you can't handle it, it's that you don't handle it, or we don't handle it in an emotionally intelligent way. We don't handle it in a non-reactive way. In a way to understand. And sometimes, the truth brings out those raw emotions. But when you speak your truth from a place of love, when you speak your truth from a place of pure intentions, if the person does not receive the message the way that you intended, and if they react, if they argue, if they try to fuss, and you're really not trying to have an argument, you are trying to protect your peace. If they can't handle what you are saying, your truth, then you have already done your part because you spoke your truth. And now the other parties are aware. So the ball is in their court, what they're going to do with that truth, how they're going to react to that truth. You have to disturb the peace to get your peace sometimes. And it's hard to be, I don't want to say it's hard, it can be challenging. It can be challenging to be vulnerable when you didn't grow up that way. You didn't learn how to be vulnerable, or you learned that vulnerability is a weakness. Then it can be challenging for you to be vulnerable and to share your emotions, or to even know how to express your emotions. For a long time, it was hard for me to even express the way that I feel in words. Like, it used to be easier for me to write. And sometimes, still to this day, some things are easier to write than it is to say out loud. But if you want peace, if that's what you truly desire, then you have to be willing to face your fears, things that you are aware of and have been running from, refusing to see the truth, refusing to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to disturb the peace. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? Your reflection, self-reflection. Sometimes you gotta disturb the peace to get your peace, baby. And it's not always easy. It is not always easy. If it was never taught to you, or if you never learned how to navigate that, to navigate your feelings, navigate your emotions, navigate yourself. Like, once you start facing your own truth, you have no choice but to disturb your peace in order for you to have true peace. True internal peace. 7-11 on my timer. Yo. And right now, I'm sitting by a little lake, a little pond. I don't know what the hell. As the sun is shining down on me, as you can see. And just thinking out loud. I never thought about it that way. That you have to disturb your peace in order for you to have true peace. Because when you don't speak your truth and you just, continuing to replay it over and over in your mind, it's just looping in your mind, keeping you stuck. Keeping you stuck when you're not meant to be stuck. You're not made to be stuck, and the stuckness, like I say, the stuckness is an illusion. The stagnancy is an illusion. What is the missing puzzle piece that is making you feel stuck? Because I guarantee you're not really stuck. 9:09 just on my timer. Protect your peace. But not at the cost of not speaking your truth. And I don't mean in a confrontational way. From a place of pure intention, a place of love. Okay?